You want to call me a weakling? Because I want the Epstein files released and I want these people in jail, so I'm a weakling?
Please welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strada. Thank you so much for all the love and support. To my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real. So MAGA supporters are crying. They are crashing out. They are crying because Orange Man called them weaklings for persuading him and constantly telling him about the Epstein list. That he was like, shush, you weaklings, I do not even need you guys anymore. Lovelies, I'm just going to roll a clip as where are some of all the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. So lovelies, let's dive into it.
Trump just called you a weakling, and I'm going to admit, that just did it for me. President Trump, I'm going to be your biggest critic from now on. You want to call me a weakling? Because I want the Epstein files released and I want these people in jail, so I'm a weakling? I don't think so, President Trump. I'm still going to be a Republican because there's no way I'm voting Democratic. But I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to be your biggest critic now. Anytime you step out of a line a little bit like this, I'm going to let the public know. And this is stepping out of line. Just because we want these people in jail and we want this list released, you're going to call us weaklings? You're doing that to shut us up. You're doing that to shut us up, and we're not going to shut up. I say we even get louder. We want these files, we want this list released. If there's no list and no files, release the police reports. Release the FBI reports, because it's all in there who did this. Everything's in the police reports. I said what I said. You guys are hiding something. I said what I said.
Epstein client list is a hoax. We've been duped by Democrats, even though this was a promise that you yourself made, President Trump. Full transparency. Now that we are holding you to that promise, you are turning on your own supporters, saying that you're losing faith in Republicans, gaslighting us like we're children. As Shakespeare once famously said, all the world's a stage. It is one big party that we're just not invited to. It is us common folk against the upper echelon, a protected class of people. I will not support the way that this situation is being handled by our current administration. This is no longer about politics. This is about exposing predators. This is about protecting children and their innocence. How can I come on this platform every single day? And you guys know how strongly I feel about protecting children's innocence, protecting women, two values that I was raised upon, while simultaneously supporting somebody who is protecting the predators that rob those children of that innocence.
So let me get this straight, AJ. You think that this is the first time that Donald Trump has tried to fool his people into thinking that it's just a Democrat hoax? That anything that's wrong with Donald Trump or any bad he's done is just lies by the fucking media? You think this is the first time that he's gaslit you into believing that he's the good guy and everybody that's against him is the bad guy? Because all it is that he's just gotten comfortable now. He thinks that you're so fucking stupid that he can just tell you, hey, don't look at that, don't believe in that. Everything bad you hear about me is a lie, and they're just out to get me, because that's how it's been the whole time with Donald Trump. Everybody's out to get Donald Trump the whole time, and you guys, nom. But now when it's so fucking clearly stupid for you to believe that, you're finally waking up to this one thing. It's gonna be a rude awakening, but this was the whole Trump fucking campaign. This is what Trumpism is. It's dumb people believing in fucking conspiracies perpetuated by a fucking con artist. Of course the pedophile isn't gonna release the list of the pedophiles. But bravo for calling out this one logical inconsistency of his and not every other single one of his.
Now the Epstein client list is a hoax. We've been duped by Democrats, even though
Donald Trump called his supporters weaklings. He said they are weaklings and dumb if they keep talking about Jeffrey Epstein. He says Epstein, the story is bullshit and everyone should move on. It's a big scam. And this is crazy. It's a very long message. You can read it for yourself right here if you want to take a screenshot or pause it. But Trump supporters, think about what this means. He's comparing the Jeffrey Epstein files to the laptop from hell from Russia, and the Steele dossier, and he's comparing it to the 2020 election and 2016 election. All these other conspiracies you believe in. These are all situations where Donald Trump lied to you, but you never asked any questions because you trusted your president and your government blindly. You never asked for any evidence of the 2020 election. You believed it was stolen. You never asked for any evidence of Jeffrey Epstein. Now we don't know what to believe. Donald Trump acts really shaky when this topic comes up, and he's comparing it to these other situations, which these are fake. These never happened either, but you have been propagandized. Pick one. Donald Trump is either on the list, he's in these videos, and something crazy happened, or every single thing Trump has said is a complete lie, and he used this case of so many children being abused for political gain. Either way you cut it, it makes Donald Trump extremely terrible and a disgusting human being. He is not your savior. Please drop a like, repost this video so more people see it, and follow my page.
So guys, let's get this straight. McDonald Trump just called his own supporters weaklings because they still want the Epstein files released. Really let that sink in, because these people have been ride or die for him through everything, and the moment they want real answers about Epstein, McDonald Trump calls them past supporters, says he doesn't want their support anymore, and straight up insults them. Guys, this is cult-like behavior. This man literally spits in their faces and they still line up to cheer for him like nothing happened. Because to them, McDonald Trump isn't just a candidate, he's a religion. If you really think this isn't about covering his own ass, the man that went from promising transparency to screaming hoax and cussing the people out that are still digging, that's not strategy, that's panic. You don't throw your own people under the bus unless you're hiding something, guys. And Trump is hiding a lot. It's actually pathetic to watch a grown man melting down at midnight on social media crying about a scam because people are demanding the truth. And the saddest part, really, is that his followers are too brainwashed to even care. He can insult them to their faces and they'll still chant his name like it's a fucking concert. This isn't leadership, guys. It's desperation and it screams guilt.
MAGA, how does it make you feel that Trump says he doesn't want your support if you can't move on from the Epstein files? If you continue demanding that he releases information protecting a notorious child sex trafficker, he says he no longer wants your support and you're weaklings and you have fallen for a Democrat hoax. How does that make y'all feel? I mean, this is crazy because, like, MAGA is all up in arms right now, and I gotta give them credit. Usually they fall in line a lot faster, but you guys are actually holding strong for this one. And it's working. Trump is terrified. You can see by how quickly he's, giving himself whiplash over all of the different excuses he's trying to come up with. It's wild because back in the day, a president telling his supporters that they're weaklings and he doesn't want their support anymore would have dominated the news cycle for like a week. And if a president said that, his party in Congress would turn on him, like would demand an apology. Nah, but we used to have, civility. This would have been like political suicide. But now it's just Thursday. I've just been shocked by this whole thing. I'm shocked that MAGA is upset that the liar, con man, fraudster did not tell them the truth. You know what I mean? They really have just a completely different image of him that it's not based in reality at all. I hope you guys hold fast. I hope you can hold him accountable, but honestly, he doesn't even really care that you're upset.
Was Trump on the Epstein list or not? I need to know from the two of you. Was Trump on the damn list?
I think he is worried that he is somewhere in the files. So, like, I don't even know if there's a list. Like, I'm willing to believe that there's just no list.
Okay.
But there's clearly tons and tons of documents that the DOJ has. And he is now, because he's gone through a criminal trial and been charged a couple other times, he knows that there are plenty of court filings and documents that have all kinds of information in it, and the standard to put something in an indictment is obviously not the same. So I'm sure he is concerned that maybe he's not on a list as a client or whatever, but he's somewhere in there and it could be embarrassing. And
so he told Pam Bondi do not release
stifle this.
That I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I don't
You
know.
think Pam Bondi, independent? How in the hell do you not know that? You seriously think Pam decided on her own as an independent source for the AG? Mr. President, I just want to let you know, here's my decision. I won't be reduced to eliminating or providing fault. Give me a damn break. Come on, man.
My theory on this has always been the conspiracy is hiding in plain sight. This guy was a rich, powerful creep with rich, powerful friends, and he used those associations to get this sweetheart deal from Alex Acosta, who was then the U.S. Attorney in Florida, became the Secretary of Labor. That included a non-prosecution agreement.
Secretary of Labor under Donald Trump.
Under Donald Trump.
I'm
under
just
Donald
saying,
Trump.
with Pam Bondi as the AG of Florida, I'm now getting down my own rabbit hole. I'm just saying.
I'd rather talk about the success we have with the economy, the best we've ever had, and all of the things we've done, including the Middle East. I mean, you see it. Instead, they want to talk about the Epstein hoax. And the sad part is it's people that are really doing the Democrats' work. They're stupid people.
Now we're stupid people? Oh, that's interesting. Were we stupid people when we supported you? Were we stupid people when the system was trying to charge you and bankrupt you and say all these wild things about you? Oh, Mr. President, you thought we were like liberals. You thought you can tell us anything, do anything, and we wouldn't hold you accountable. You called us weak, but we're strong. And one thing we're not going to let you do is pin this on Democrats. It was all you who made those promises, not the Democrats, not Joe Biden. They didn't even want to touch it. They were fine with leaving it the way it was. But you, Mr. President, stepped up and said you're going to be the poster child to stop corruption. You remember that? Drain the swamp. You know, not the average bureaucrat. You said that. So no, we're not stupid people. MAGA is very intelligent, and we hold those accountable. Now, you got some supporters of MAGA. They'll support you if you even cut off their hand. But the majority of us, we're very, very smart people.
I almost was afraid to make this video because I don't want everybody to feel absolutely crazy with Trump and Trumpism and MAGA, because this news takes all the news, I promise you. And please, if you enjoy my content, interact with this video. I remain in algorithm hell. The Epstein files. The Epstein files. Donald Trump has come right out and said he has no use for anybody who believes in the Epstein files. He says he doesn't want their support anymore. The Trump voters, the MAGA, if they were concerned about the Epstein files and have been waiting for them to be released. He says that they, MAGA, are falling for a radical left hoax. We made it all up? That these files contain nothing but Democrats? Edophile Democrats? We made that up? We made that up to help Trump get in office? I cannot tell you. Narcissists cut everybody off eventually when they have no use for them anymore. It's the most toxic personality disorder. And he has now cut off, I'd say, the majority of his base. This is like telling people over the course of 10 years that Jesus is coming on this specific date, and Jesus is going to save everybody who's worthy of going to heaven, and everybody else is going to be cast into hell. And then when that date comes, Jesus himself shows up and said, "You're all a bunch of fucking idiots. None of this was true. You guys fell for a hoax from the left." And when I say Jesus, I'm talking about Donald Trump. Because in this whole Epstein conspiracy that was painted, that it was only Democrats contained in those files, the Clintons, Podestas, and everybody else, Donald Trump was Jesus. He was supposed to be the end of the Epstein saga. He was supposed to save all the children. He was supposed to take everybody down. He was the hero in this whole conspiracy. And he, Trump, is telling all of his followers that they're weaklings. Weaklings. Go look up his post. Weaklings. But it gets better. 2 different attempts this week were made by Democrats in the House to call for the release of the Epstein files. They would have included microcassettes and DVDs, which I'm assuming are the depositions and the court testimonies and the evidence on there. CDs, including one labeled Girl Pics Nude Book 4, and computer hard drives. And Republicans both times voted against it. Even our illustrious, I love children so much, Democrats are ediphiles, Marjorie Taylor Greene, even refused to hold arguments, debates, back and forth in order to vote on getting these released. And finally, over 60% of Democrats and independents are in total disagreement with how this has all been handled. 60% want these files released. Only 40% of MAGA are disappointed. Less! The Democrats want to save children. The Democrats want justice, both in the House and all of us as voters. I want to see what's in these files. This is fucking crazy. But I just want MAGA to know, he says you're gullible, he says you're a weakling, and he says he doesn't want your support anymore. That's Donald Trump to almost all of his voters, because they all fell for the Epstein conspiracies.
Like, seriously, lovelies, are these MAGA supporters being serious? Are they being serious? So, out of what has been happening, out of the people losing their job, people getting deported, people doing this and that, people lose, like, parents and children getting separated, and your healthcare system, the veterans, like, out of all of those things, the conk MAGA supporters chose to be upset about the Epstein files list. Epstein list. Okay. And to top it up, Orange Man was like, I don't care about you. I have used you and I'm gonna dump you. Like, this MAGA and Orange Man is just a typical example of a toxic relationship. Oh my god, a very toxic one. A typical example of using and dumping your girl, or using and dumping your man. Like, oh my god, oh my god. These guys are upset that Orange Man was like, what? Nothing like that existed. What are they even expecting? Like, the way at which they hold this man to the highest esteem is just so hilarious. This was the same person that said, on my first day in the office, I'm going to reduce all of the grocery prices. This was the same person that said that, right? This was the same person that promised heaven and earth, and these people were just believing him. He never fulfilled all his promises, and he thought he was going to fulfill that of the Epstein list. Like, can these people actually wake up? I think these guys are still living in they're living in movies. They don't know whom they're dealing with. Like, imagine people that put in the office, people that have all of the high esteem, high hopes, and you like, oh, you were gonna do something for them, you're gonna do whatsoever you promised, and now you're telling them that they are weaklings. Like, this is just a typical example of you are so, to ever believe whatever I said to you. How dare you believe me? Don't you know that I'm only using you? Don't you know that I'm just gonna use you and trash you? Oh my god. Like, I was just laying down, and I was just going through my For You, and I saw this first stitch. I was like, oh, did he actually say that? I quickly went to do more research, and it happens that he did. He said that nothing like that existed, even if I promised that I was going to fish those people out. Those are just election promises.
It's not necessary I'm going to fulfill all of the election promise. I just wanted your votes. I just wanted your vote. This is what he's telling them. Your opinion does not really matter. I am the God now. I am the one to give the rules and regulations. So if you keep on asking me for the list, you are wasting your time because I'm not going to do that. And now they are crashing out. They're angry. They're like, I voted for him because of the list. Because they actually thought the past administration was in the list. Most of them was in the list. Like, if he is, like, to tell the kind of person he is, with all of his, if actually that man was not in the list, I bet that he's not even going to hesitate to release the list. He's not going to even. But the way at which he's just behaving as if his name is there really tells a lot. It really tells a lot of the people MAGA supporters have been supporting, or the person MAGA supporter has been supporting. Because if you're not in the list and if you don't have anything to hide, you are here and there for your people that you choose to protect, you are going to release it. But with, oh my God, what list are you talking about? Oh my God, people even voting that. Before, he was even claiming that such a list does not really exist. And all of a sudden, Republicans are voting to either release or not release the list. Or, they are all voting. That means there is actually a list. And then the one was like, if you keep on insisting I should publicize this list, then you are a weakling. Then you are the problem. I have gotten what I want, so deal with it. Oh, MAGA. Anyway, lovely, so now just leave me your thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We're just here for educational and informative purposes. So, lovelies, if you've not subscribed, your goal a huge vote to click it, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload the next one.
Purposes. So, lovelies, I actually have a backup channel, Building the Verse. Check it out, subscribe, and I will see you, lovelies, when I upload my next video. And lastly, shout out to all of the people that stitched their videos. I actually left their watermarks, and I'm also trying as much as I can to put all of their handles on my comment section. And I will see you when I upload the next one.